This will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Well, this defense for the Saints, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was popped free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Second down and 3. To throw, Mayfield. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And the Saints are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On second down, Kamara bulldozes past him, and he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. The Saints at 2-1 now to start the campaign, and they move back above 500 with a victory last week.
And you look at their start, a win, a loss, then a win. This might be something we see from them a lot this year, because when they're at their best, they can play with anybody.
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. That one on the guard, Cesar Ruiz. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Throwing now is Carr. Over the middle, complete. That's Johnson. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a second down here.
We're good.
They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. When you look at this defense, this unit currently 7th in the NFL, Charles, in stopping the run.
They've established themselves as a top 10 run-stopping unit in the NFL here in the early going. All signs point to me towards them continuing that throughout the season. They look pretty good, pretty darn cohesive to me.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
At first glance, I thought he just used his size in order to win the route, but he also had a little subtle move in there as well. Made the defender think he was going one direction and was able to track the ball in another.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
It gets this complete to Shaheed. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, it turned into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
Well, a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
694.
Carr to throw for it on 4th down. And to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. We're scoreless after 1. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Carr to throw again. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. And the Bucs are going to get the football back at their own 17.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they have the game here followed by the open date on the calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though he threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked up by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That's good for 28 yards.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just did the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
They need about the length of the football here on 1st and goal. Now Carr. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. William Golston in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Carr to throw on 2nd down. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. William Golston. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. 2 straight sacks have him backed up now for a 3rd and goal. Carr now to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. William Golston. The offensive line is in tatters as that's now 3 sacks in 3 plays. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. And this is going to be recovered by a member of the offense, but whistles come in. Remember, on 4th down, that becomes a dead ball if anyone other than the fumbler himself recovers. So it'll come back to the spot of the fumble, and that will mean that's going to wind up being a turnover on downs. And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Play fake. Mayfield sliding out of the pocket. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
But you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
This is caught inside the 15. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. First down, here's Wright. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. Second down and a little more than a yard here. Throwing, Mayfield. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. Second and manageable became third and long. The drive marching to the end zone is one play from stalling out.
His pass caught at the 4. Touchdown! Russell Gage, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bucs post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Chase McLaughlin on for the extra point. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And this is caught out in the left flat. And he is not going to make it. They stop him up short, and this will remain a 6-0 ball game. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And the Buccaneers have it. Well, they just scored, they got the lead, and they decide to keep their foot on the accelerator, so to speak.
Scouting, scouting, scouting. They had to have seen something in their preparation for this game that told them in this situation, if they get the look they like, let's go ahead and go for it anyway. They like being bold.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
A quality pickup from White, who really earned more time as the Bucs starter the back half of last season. Finished with close to 400 yards in the Bucs' final 8 games. Positioned himself as the leader in the backfield moving forward.
Well, this one taken in by Otten. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Now a give up the middle. This is Wright. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Mayfield to throw it. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he was on it, too. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And the Saints are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Charles, one thing that he referenced to us yesterday was his confidence fitting the ball into any window, but obviously that window was a little too tight, and it was closing in a hurry.
And he was talking to us about having anticipation in making those types of throws. Down near the goal line, I don't think you can anticipate it as much as you need to see it open. You've got to be precise with your throws down here in the red zone. That one goes into double coverage, and he gets picked off.
He's going to wind up and air it out. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were putting loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Here's Mayfield. And that one to the right side and incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's caught by Mike Evans. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to have the Bucs first down as he gets a little more than he needed. 4 yards of pickup there on 4th and 2. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And now they're in the hurry-up. Mayfield now on 2nd down. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first. They'll go up the middle with White. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 26. Mayfield looks to throw. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Cade Otton, 26 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
And after all that, they are set up in unbelievable field position. And the touchdown apparently not enough. They want more, an onside kick. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. Here's Carr to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Kalijah Kancey picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Carr. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And that's That's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. So Carr departs, and on is Blake Grupe for the Saints field goal. It's a 39-yard attempt right hash. And his kick is good. And that lead is back down to 9 now. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
So after the field goal, back out is Grupe to send this one away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now Mayfield. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter play. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Mayfield. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
The offense on 3rd down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Now, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
4th down, Mayfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Pete Werner. And the Saints are right back in this football game. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Well, Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the 2nd half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points, but the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Carr, got to have this one. Pass taken in by his big tight end. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
29.
On 1st down, Carr. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Oh, yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Carr going to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Joe Tryon able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you've got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
So after the field goal, back out his groupie to send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. And this is going to be dropped. Oh, my gracious. There was no one in his area code, but he could not hang on to it. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Mayfield. Looking for White on the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a 1st down.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. He's going to let it go again. And, oh, my goodness, here's a 5th interception. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Now after the INT, it's Carr. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On 2nd down, here's Carr. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Well, this is getting ridiculous. 8 sacks now. That time multiple guys get to it. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now Carr. And he's going to go down again. That time multiple defenders getting pressure. And it's a loss of 6.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Gotta avoid the flags defensively. Here's 4th and long.
6:37.
They'll go for it. It's Carr. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Mayfield. That is intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And the Saints are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Here comes second down and 5.
Yo, Chief. Put that down. Heavy.
Gets this complete to Shaheed.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. Here now, third down.
White Monday down. Easy. Kill. That's up.
Now Carr. It's complete. Kamara. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important fourth down. Another big play in a game that's had plenty of them. 4th and 2.
7:34. Raider 1. What's up?
Carr to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Mayfield. Rolling to his right. And he's going to have the hook up to Gage. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Here's White. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Well, this, of course, set up by the stop a moment ago on 4th down. And now that might be the score that puts this one officially out of reach.
And it's a tough one because your hands are tied when you're losing in the 4th quarter because you know you've got to make something happen. They couldn't pick up the 1st down, and after that, the air just went right out of the balloon, and you knew you were looking at a defeated team.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Here's Carr. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Carr. That is incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Throwing his car. There's Chris Olave. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And Carr gives himself up, but not before he picks up a 1st down. So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory. And a little bit of a surprise, they lose the turnover battle, but wind up winning the ballgame.
And this is very unusual because you know all teams stress winning the turnover battle as a key indicator to winning ball games. So when you get something that goes